Today I am off to do a video. I could be on a plane, I could be doing a ferry trip, I could be at the air show, or I could be looking at rail tours, or I could be at the bus garages, or I might be doing some bus trips, or a timetable challenge. So let's find out together in 3, 2 and 1. Let's start.
Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. As you may know from the thumbnail, why am I here at Edinburgh Waverley? Well, I thought I would do Edinburgh to Gourock and then obviously getting a ferry from Gourock to Dunoon and then getting another ferry from Dunoon to Gourock again, but that's a different company, it's Western Ferries. So we're going to get calmac aka calmac ferries from Gourock to Dunoon, then I'm going to walk over to Western Ferries and then I'm going to get a ferry back to Gourock. So I could have went from Balsall or Glasgow, but I thought, why don't I do this for like the people that come from Edinburgh and they would like to do a day trip down to Dunoon or something like that. But oh no, it's not a day trip for me, no. It's going to be ferry versus ferry, which one's better with the price and all that as well. So here's our train, it's a 385 again, but it's a 38035, I think I've been on it, but enough talk, let's get on to the train. I've certainly came prepared.
This service will be calling at Haymarket, Livingston South, West Calder, Shotts, Bells Hill and Glasgow Central High Level. The next station
so I am having a bit of my sandwich right now because I've not had anything to eat, and I had a stressful trip down to Edinburgh anyway because I got a bus from where I stay, the 236, and obviously there was a bus that just came and it just drove right past me. Obviously my 236 was late, so there was a bus due and I just came down the stairs and the bus just went right past me and I had to wait another 20 minutes, so no harm, but I'll see you in Glasgow.
Use our free ScotRail.
Yes, as I'm catching the train to Glasgow, I've just had an idea that I'm just going to get Western Ferries first. So when I get off the train, I'm just going to walk down to Western Ferries port. I can't mind the name of the port, but I'm just going to go there first and then I'm going to walk to Calmac ferry port in Dunoon to get the other ferry back to Gourock. So I hope you guys will enjoy it, and I'll see you in Glasgow in about 40 minutes time.
Taking a shot of shots. Balsall.
This is where I normally get off if I've came from Edinburgh, but no, we'll wait to Glasgow.
Glasgow Central High Level, where this train terminates.
Well, that's now here in Glasgow Central. That train journey took about an hour and 10 minutes. I nearly fell asleep on the train. Because I never slept much last night, but hey ho. Right, let's see what we can do for a good 20 minutes until our trains. I presume the train won't be on the platform yet. So this is our train to
ferry terminal, the Western ferry terminal, and then we'll get the ferry to Hunter's Quay, then we'll go from Hunter's Quay and get the other ferry back to Gourock where the train station is. So aye, I'll see you there.
Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Gourock train station is just there behind me, and welcome here. That was an alright train journey. It's a shame that it only took half an hour. So I'm heading down to the other ferry terminal, which takes the cars and passengers, and it's Western Ferries. Then I'll return on the Caledonian McRae ferry, and that only carries passengers and no cars. I've always wanted to go to Calmac from here. That'll be a video some point. But aye, just look at the weather and how it's turned out. When I was arriving on the train from Glasgow to Gourock, when I seen the raindrops on the window of the train, I was like, oh no, it better not be raining. Luckily enough, it's not. I brought a jumper just in case, but I don't think I need that. But I'm going to enjoy this walk to the ferry port. Look at the stunning view, it's just perfect. So as you may know, I did sprint from a wee bit down there up to the ferry terminal because I did see the ferry sitting here the sound of Scarborough. So obviously there's other ferries, but I thought I was better off maybe getting this one, and then I've got more time to explore Dunoon before my ferry back to Gourock. I don't know how well the ferries are going back to Gourock, not this one, but obviously the Caledonian McRae, which we'll catch later, because the other ferry is in dry dock next to, I don't know if it's in dry dock, but it's in James Watt, so it's near Clydebank. Is it Clydebank? I don't know, Port Glasgow near enough. Let me shut up and enjoy this beautiful sailing. In here or downstairs? You're in a public space, so maybe that's why. That was some run. Cheers, pal. Yeah, thank you. And that was me thinking I missed it. we made it. Now, let's go buy the ticket. I presumed that we would buy it there, but because it is different on the other side, that's why I was set. First place is, I head outside all the time. That's what I do all the time on a ferry. As if I'll be driving on sound all that I brought today.
Welcome aboard Western Ferry. Please listen very carefully to the following information. Attention to strong severe points. General emergency.
Well, that was just a great ferry journey. It's a shame it only took 20 minutes. But the best thing about that, I got it for free. So as I said to you when I came onto the ferry, I did see the ferry there and I sprinted all the way. So that's why I'm shortage of breath, should I say. But aye, it feels better that it's free. But I don't think the other one's going to be free though. I think it's about £4 to be fair, but I'm not going to complain. But I've got to say that was a brilliant ferry journey. It's a shame there's no seats outside, but I mean, why do you need seats if you're on that ferry for about half an hour? But aye, now we're here in Dunoon, let's enjoy the scenery before our other ferry, which should be here in about 45 minutes, an hour. It might not even be that. Look at that, that's nice. Some blue skies coming. Dunoon. And here is the good weather now. So I was planning on getting that ferry, but as I said earlier on, I'm not in a rush, so I might go and get something to eat and just sit next to the water. I'll either find a chip shop or somewhere and just get a meal deal or something. I'm not overall hungry to be fair, but if I can find something, I'll get chips and curry or chips and cheese or something like that, just to tie it down until I dinner later on. But also I'm going in the sea, so that does make you hungry when you go up the road anyway. But I just know for a fact when I go home I'll just be like, oh, I'll call and cook or something. Yeah, it's just murder when you're tired and you want to just sit and do something. When you're in the house you just fall asleep. But it's worth it for you guys. Bye. I'm now near the ferry terminal, just 2 minutes and I'm there. So I'm going to find something to eat and then chill. I'll probably come back here with something to eat. And just look at this, the Waverley. Well, if you guys haven't seen the video, go and check it out, because the Waverley is the only paddle steamer left in the world. Only sea-going paddle steamer, should I say. And I just did a video just a month, 2 months ago. So if you guys haven't seen it, go and check it out, because it's a blast. Let's see if I can get something to eat first, before I think about ferries and trains and stuff. So I just went and ordered chips and cheese, and I'm going to find a good place, maybe here or further down there, sit and eat them in the seaside and just watch the ferry coming in. Back I go with my chips and cheese. If my chips are warm, they're going to be cold if I don't eat them. Chips and cheese. Lovely. It's what you need after at the seaside. Yeah. So I bet we'll watch the ferry coming in, to be fair. But aye, I'll see him board that shortly. I think you can tell that I ate everything apart from some of the cheese that's left there, but yeah. The weather's turning from good to horrible. Again. Well, you're in Scotland, so I'm used to it. As I keep saying, I actually stopped saying, to be fair. The ferry's not on its way yet. It must still be in Gourock. But I predict it'll be here for 2:45, so aye, I'm hoping it connects me onto the 3 o'clock train. But aye, I'm not going to complain though, because the weather isn't great, but it's still been a great day out filming. So I think this is just as close as you're going to get to the ferry, to be fair. In fact, you can go inside. There's a waiting room here, which I never knew about. Can I get in here though? No, by the looks of it I can't. Oh yes I can. It's fairly basic. But I can't get access to those toilets. It's not like they think of you here, because that's the toilet for the gents there, and the only toilets here for the women, but plus that's closed. You'd think there'd be one here, but also as well, it's not saying where there's a ferry due, so that doesn't help, does it? It's just telling you, like the 10:45 was cancelled and they just put a replacement bus on. Oh, please don't do that. That's another 3 hours to my journey. I don't fancy that, to be fair. So, on the hunt for the toilet, and plus, I don't want to go too far in case I miss the ferry, but hopefully there's a toilet in there. Yeah, I think there's nothing else to do here. I might come back and make a proper video about the place. There's nothing to do here, and plus there's no staff about, so I can't actually ask. When is there people, when's there a ferry, should I say? Like, I want to ask somebody, but nobody's here. Dunoon to Gourock, single vessel timetable, operates sea calmac replacement bus service for cancelled. Please just tell me that it's at 10:35. Cancelled one. No fancy getting a bus and then I'm on that for half an hour. And that's not what I came here for. A ferry versus bus. This is what I'm going to land up calling it if it's a bus, but I hope not. That'll be a nightmare for us. After a while I'll came out of that big box thing, whatever you call that, and then yeah, the weather's changed again. About an hour ago it was raining heavy, but now the ferry is almost in. Right below you when I was up there. I was staying here for about 10 minutes, another 10 minutes, and we just got to make it a heat. Aye, it's worth it though, because Scottish, well I'm Scottish, you know, but aye, let me know if you guys are the same with the weather. You don't really wear much when it's pouring. Guys in it, we'll be back shortly with a proper video. But God knows what that will be. harbour. Oh, there you go, fair dues. It's a beautiful day, to be fair. We got back in Dunoon when it was peeing rain, but obviously when I'm leaving it starts to get sunny and nice.
I mean, they're not really that good for like connecting with ferries as well. You would think they'd be one like 10 minutes after the ferry's supposed to come in. Obviously there's 2 ferries supposed to run here, but there's obviously 1 ferry because the other one's got issues. But hopefully this one gets in quick enough so we can get on this train back to Glasgow and I'll do the outro in Balsall. Thank you. Come on, let's drop the train. I think I've missed it, to be fair, guys. Yeah, it's not in the platform. It was worth a try. As I said in the ferry, I think they should connect the trains with the ferry. So the train's sitting there waiting for the ferry, you know what I mean? But places like this, I don't think that exists. Because Rossi connects with the ferry. So does, well, Wims Bay, should I say, connects with the ferry. So does a crossing. So, I don't know what's going on here. But no problem, we'll get the next one.
Well, ensure you take your luggage and personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
Place. That's so ugly, isn't it? It's in Glasgow. Sorry that I never filmed much on that train journey there. I actually fell asleep there. Wow, I think I'll be going to my bed for a nap when I go in. Not normally I do that, but I'm feeling quite tired. That's what happens with the sea air. But I stop talking, my train's due in about 10 minutes.
Calling out from this line, Edinburgh,
Platform 2. Not normally you get a train from platform 2, it's usually 3 or 4 back to Balsall or Motherwell or so on, you know. But I am just getting this to Balsall. As I said, I'll be getting my nap. Because I think really I need it because it was quite breezy today and plus we're at the seaside, so no wonder I fell asleep on that train. There's one thing I don't understand as well. 6 carriages going to Lanark. Barely anybody uses it during the day, but it's maybe useful for like the rush hour, like maybe at 3-4 PM. But these are 6 carriages, and during the day, like 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock,
they're never busy, especially weekends. I notice it as well. But then you go from here to Edinburgh via Shotts or Motherwell, and it's always 3 carriages, and sometimes it's packed. Because I notice when we go to the rugby or any event, it's always been 3 carriages, and I just think when ScotRail just say they're going to put more carriages on, they don't do it, especially going via Shotts. But aye, stop complaining, just go on this train.
Fast and environmentally friendly way to travel.
Well, that's now back in, well, not back in Balsall, but when I'm Balsall. How did you think of this wee video? Well, I've got to say, I prefer Caledonia McBrain, to be fair. I felt as if that one was a little bit quicker. The price was about £6.50, and the price for the Western Ferries, I can't believe it, it was free. I don't know why it was, but nobody came up to me and asked me, but hey ho. So I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.